From Alfreton to Darmstadt, that's not two clubs you'd normally mention in the same breath, but for me and the best part of 200 other Notts fans, that's the journey we've made, with, believe it or not, just 3.5 weeks to go until the start of the EFL League 2 season. Nice setup here at Darmstadt. Walked down from the town where many of the Notts fans were congregating in the main Lucienplatz Square. About a 2-mile walk. Nice tree-lined avenues, lovely new build ground, holds about 18,000. Training ground complex built in as well. And the battle of the new kits. I believe Darmstadt are wearing their new kit tonight, as well as Notts in their mint green. Anyway, let's go and find out exactly where we're sitting. A few minutes to kick off in the Notts end. Two trialists in the starting 11. We think that's the goalkeeper Matt Hall, who we would have seen at Alfreton, and Antoine Hackford from Sheffield United on loan, possibly, we believe. A few other things as we're in the stadium. German efficiency as always. Noticeable that drinks and food very competitively priced, and also you can drink in the stands while you're watching the game, so quite a bit more civilised here in Germany. A few minutes to kick off, we'll keep you posted later on. Half time, Darmstadt 2, Notts 0, on a variety of fronts, not really the sort of opening 45 minutes you associate with a friendly. Lots of tackles, full court press from both teams. It was actually a very entertaining and competitive opening 45 minutes. 3 bookings inside about 8 minutes. Mr. Hingy starting it all off. There was a bench clearing, I won't use the word brawl, but both dugouts were all out, and it was full on. Fraser Hornby, there's a good Germanic name, from Northampton, former Scottish Youth International. He got 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. That gives Darmstadt a 2-goal cushion. Look, to be honest, Darmstadt are a decent team, clearly playing at a higher standard in the Bundesliga than Notts are in the EFL. And I'm guessing from Martin Patterson's viewpoint, you can often learn more in defeat than you can by winning. As I say, lots for him to pick up on there. Very competitive, very energetic. Interesting that Notts trying really hard in the Darmstadt third of the pitch to put a full press on, led by Traore and the trialist Hackford. Look, it is what it is. Near as 200 Notts fans, I think a little bit bemused by it all after the opening half an hour, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of subs in the second half. Let's see what it brings.
A great adventure getting here. I'm sure that my friend Ian Terry can tell you all about it.
Yes, our eyes are a little bit well worn from a couple of hours delay at St Pancras with the Eurostar.
That's right. Yeah.
But thanks to my good organised companion, we managed to get here at
1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
So we made it in the end.
And a refreshing cup of coffee to send us to sleep. And we was up at like half past 6, 7 o'clock this morning.
Down here for 10.
The German breakfasts. There's so much. We're in the maritime just around the corner from the
Nice
station,
hotel, yeah.
and one of the top hotels, I'd imagine, in Darmstadt. And yeah, we tucked in.
Been a good day, isn't it?
And
Been a good day,
you know, we're both here for an enjoyable holiday, and we've been out since what?
Well,
past 9, 10 o'clock
this morning, yeah.
We're making...
but talking to the German fans as well after the game here, we've had a great time talking to the fans, and some of the Germans come over to watch football in England. I've seen a lot of football in Germany, and it's really interesting talking to them. And we just had a great time, you know.
Yeah.
In terms of the result, and I've, as people will know, will always say results. That's in the league. Pre-season, I'm really not bothered.
Well,
but put into context, Darmstadt are a Bundesliga 2 side and would be considerably higher in the pyramid than Notts are in the EFL. So put into context what you've seen tonight.
They are a championship side. It's like playing Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday or whatever, a championship side. I thought we played okay. We've got to sort ourselves out, but we played okay.
I thought it was a little bit sluggish in that first half. There was they were very more tactically minded. They passed the ball about and found their men quite easily, and with not a lot of resilience from Notts. We looked a bit sluggish, but on the 60 minutes we changed. There was 8 substitutes, I think, and one was forced. So we improved with we changed the formation as well. I think from a 3-5-2 to a 4-4-2, and that seemed to improve the play slightly and just reward. We did get a goal with a lucky bounce off the keeper, was it?
Yeah. Well, I tell you, one final question, guys, and we'll let you get off to wherever you're going. We've both seen a lot of football and a lot of friendly football. That wasn't your typical, for me, friendly match tonight, was it? 6 yellows, tackles all over the place. Trainers must have been on about 15 to 20 times. There was certain, you know, it wasn't a run-of-the-mill friendly, whatever you say about the game.
After the first 15 minutes, I was a little bit worried. I thought, what's it going to degenerate into?
There was one or two.
But it seemed to settle down a bit, didn't it?
One or two
tasty moments.
Tasty.
Yeah, Mr. Hinchy was marginally late, wasn't he, on that first tackle?
Yeah. And the one for Callan Gordon, well, I thought he was going to do an acrobatic flip, and it was a tale of 2 challenges at once, and the referee pulled our lads up for it. But,
well, let's move on to Kaiserslautern.
Where we're going Saturday?
Kaiserslautern.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're off to Kaiserslautern.
And then Stuttgart Kickers, that'll be good.
And Stuttgart Kickers on Saturday.
Yeah.
In the end, a brave fight back for Notts, 2-0 down at the break. The writing looked a little bit on the wall, but quite a few substitutions from both teams, and Conor Grant's 79th minute goal pulled one back for Notts after good work by Matt Dennis, and it set up something of an interesting finish. Definitely not your normal pre-season game, this one. 6 yellow cards, a few crunching challenges, high tempo. Both Darmstadt's goals in the first half coming from Northampton-born Scotsman Fraser Hornby. The reality is Darmstadt play at a significantly higher standard in the Bundesliga than Notts do in the EFL. I'm sure Martin Patterson will have learned quite a few things tonight. Again, all his players getting a run out at some point during the game. Certainly the 9 substitutions when the likes of Platt and Beddoe and Palmer came on in the second half for the last 30 minutes steadied the ship and let Notts finish on a decent note. All round, decent 90 minutes. Word 2 for Notts fans. Fantastic support, and it was quite interesting watching the Darmstadt fans looking up into the upper tier as the Notts fans sang at the end of the game, looking all rather bemused by it all. But 1 down, 2 to go. Always going to be a tough one, this. Let's see how we get on in the next 8 days.